that was the history of Bloom Farm and how he got to where he is today. But then he moved us to the dining area where he fed us. And while we were eating, he continued on with the nuggets and what I'll call the making of Dr. Bill Rutherford's. And he dropped some nuggets on us.
In my opinion, when you say let go, let God, that means you got to find some time to be silent so you can hear. So a lot of times, in my opinion, we're inundated with so much noise every day. You wake up, you don't even take time to meditate, pray, or journal. You wake up and start taking bullets. And then the day starts to take control of you versus you taking control of the day versus you being, controlling your energy. Like we were talking about, any time control is energy control. Where do you want to allocate your energy? Your energy is creative. And I believe that your mind is something that needs to be protected, just like gold, right? So a lot of people are using a lot of different metaphors when I try to talk to, the people who want to know. I said we have an alarm system on our house, on our car, beep, beep, beep. We don't have nothing on our mind. We didn't let anything come in. No safeguard, no nothing, anything just walk in. So we have to protect what we focus on. So I don't know every verse in the Bible, but it does say, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So how do you control your thinking? So the material world, they understand that law very well. So that's why they market to you so hard. So it's thinking, feeling, and then acting. If I can get you thinking enough about a hamburger, you'll think that you deserve a break today. Right?
Those subliminal messages.
And then you go out and you get it. So how do you sequester yourself from the outside world so you can control the most important asset that you have, which is your mind and your thinking? Right? So with the farmer, when you spend time to listen, you get those downloads, spiritual downloads, but you gotta be still enough to listen. So every environment I have a place where I can think.
Yeah.
You'll see that here. So everywhere where I spend a lot of time, that my thinking time is the most powerful time that I have. That's when, so everyone loves the book Think and Grow Rich, but ain't nobody thinking. They just go straight to the rich part. Forget about it. But it says think and grow rich. But no one, they just use that, they just slide and glide right over that, right?
Something to say.
And they don't really unpack the power of that title. It says think. It didn't say work and grow rich, it says think and grow rich. So if you're not taking the time to do deep, quality, intentional thinking, you don't get to have opportunities like this to come to fruition, to me. So I believe that your thinking is like the quality of your thinking and the intensity of your thinking and your visualization is like the bars on your cell phone. Some of us get the X, you ain't making no connection to spiritual connection at all. Someone may have one bar. How do you get to 5 bars? Where you have a very strong spiritual connection, but that takes time. And it takes mental and spiritual exercise. So you have to work your spiritual muscle and thinking, fitness. What is your spiritual fitness program? People talk about their physical fitness, we talk about your spiritual fitness. That's an everyday program.
Amen.
So that's a part of my everyday spiritual fitness. I get up 4:30, make a cup of coffee, put them around, and I do it early in the morning where it's just super quiet and you hear birds.
I do the same thing every morning.
Right. And you just sit down and you go through your gratitude. What do I have to be thankful for today? I believe that you can't get any additional blessing if you don't show gratitude for what you already got. So I recommend doing a daily gratitude thing because, you know, sometimes you may be going through some things, but if you take a look around, like, I got this, I got a house, I got a roof on my head, I got my arms, I got my legs, I can see, I can read, I can help somebody. So then I go through my workout program, but I do my journaling. I really believe that journaling is powerful in that, you know, that is your life journal. And so you go back and you look at those journals, it gets you emotional. You say, well, I really went through that.
Yes.
You know, and so sometimes you don't have an appreciation for your blessings because you may forget. But if you document, say, well, I was going through that situation and I got through it. So it's a way of documenting your resilience. I say every day. And those 10 affirmations, I write them.